Hello world, it is I, Michael's Memento, and today I'm going to be talking about BattleBit Remastered Update 2.1.1. I am a little bit behind on these BattleBit Remastered updates. This one came out on August 31st, 2023 on a Thursday, so let's just get to it. Really quick, I just want to share with y'all, there is main menu music in BattleBit now. Check it out. Looks like we get more news on community servers and the API and some gun adjustments. So right here it says here, what would you like to play? Community servers. For the past month, we've been developing a customization interface for community servers, starting from scratch. What does it mean to you as a player? If you experience cases where you wanted to play a specific game mode, map, or wanted the game to be slower or faster, maybe with a different rule set, it's your time to use the server browser for its intended purpose. You can also find some community server posts in our Discord. If you are interested in hosting your own server with your own rules, we will open applications soon. Once again, check community hosting. This is our first true rollout of community servers, and you can expect more additions, improvements, changes in the future as we develop this feature further. That's good. Good that we got a little more update on that. All right, actual patch notes. Version 2.1.1. Prestige will no longer reset weapon or gadget or vehicle kills. No longer required to re-unlock attachments. That's a huge W. I unfortunately Prestige before this patch came out, so I will have to re-unlock all those attachments, and a little sad that all my stats have been reset. So however, going further, this is great to have in the game. Leading spam has been nerfed. Awesome, big W. Trying to shoot those lean spammers, oh my goodness, you're just gonna have a nightmare. So I'm glad that got nerfed. Bandages wouldn't sync when used in vehicle fix. I'm not quite sure what that means. Does it mean when the vehicle is being fixed? Yeah. To decide if players are in the safe zone or the dead zone, vehicle center will be used as a reference point. This prevents the driver from staying safe zone while other players in the danger zone. Outside boundaries. I'm not really sure what that means. This kind of sounds like if the vehicle is like outside and inside. It's like halfway through like a boundary. So if the tank is like, if an APC is holding all, all the passengers, then if it goes off the map or boundary like halfway, I think now that the players are in the vehicle, since it's a center reference point, the players will also be in the safe zone. So that's good. It's great. Domination tickets increase. That is fantastic to hear, because last time I played Domination mode, the game mode would just go by really quick. I kind of wish they put how many tickets, like a from to 2, in the patch notes. However, this is a W nonetheless. Anti-grenade trophy moved to the light gadget section from the heavy gadget section. Wow. I did not expect this. It makes it a lot easier now to choose the anti-grenade trophy, versus like if it was in the heavy gadget section. Because just for example, like using a support class, you're not going to give up that heavy ammo box. There's no way. However, in the light gadget section, there's like a little more what's it called, selection per se, and a little more like, wiggle room, like, it's okay to not use, I guess, C4 as an example, and you can just bring in the anti-grenade trophy. So yeah, love the decision here. Anti-grenade trophy will no longer destroy friendly grenades. Huge W there. Anti-grenade trophy will give XP when it destroys a grenade. Awesome. Destroying anti-grenade trophy, or the MDX, will give XP. That's good. I'm glad of that change as well. News or updates will no longer show up unless changed. I'm assuming that's when you start up the game, and that update won't always pop up. So yeah. Player will get attack or defend bonus plus squad points when they are in a flag, regardless the flag is marked as target by captain in casual game mode. I think they meant like the squad leader there. So that's good. I remember just being in game and sometimes either me or another squad member would be like, squad leader, could you please mark blah 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 this flag? I don't know if marking actually gives you more points though. So something to look in game. Server browser switching fix. Okay. Server browser additional filters fix. Server server that has progression will have proper indicators. Server browser fixes here, so it's always good to get improvements. Players will be no longer allowed to change squad while live. I don't know if I like that. I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, it doesn't really, like, to me, it doesn't make any sense because it's like, what difference does it make, I guess? Just hop in different squads, as if you were dead. Still do that, I'm assuming, so. I just don't get the decision, like, why, or like, what prompted the devs to make that change. I don't know. Gun game, a bug where players' ammo would desync fix. Okay. Good. I actually didn't even know gun game was in the game, but good to know. All right, some Asterisk here, Old District, Old Eduardovo, Old Namek, Old Oil Dunes will be available for community servers. Depending on how we receive feedback on those maps, we are planning to return some of them to official map servers rotation as well. Oh, please. I actually played, I think I played Old Oil Dunes. Maybe Old Oil Dunes, I'm not sure. That was a really fun map to play. So I don't know if if they will definitely bring that back. I hope so. All right, now we're on to weapon adjustments. Miscellaneous, all snipers will give off stronger muzzle flash. All right. Asval, SVD, Groza, PP19, PP2000, SV98, AK15 will have access to the OKP7, 1P78, PKAS scopes. All right. That's interesting. They're just like, hey, you can have these scopes as well. So it's great. The FAMAS damage increased from 24 to 26. That's the only change for the FAMAS. Dang, I gotta unlock that gun for sure and try it out. 24 to 26. I mean, by 2. It doesn't sound by much, but I wonder in game if that really does make a huge difference. So yeah, SG550 muzzle scale changed from 0.85 to 0.6. Interesting. The L86 default sight is now red dot. Ooh, okay. If I'm remembering the gun correctly, the L86 had a horrendous default sight. I wonder if they mean like just like it's they change the default sight to a red dot, or you get like the attachment and it's just like the first default sight. Then in that case. All right. Ooh, the Ultimax increased reload speed by 10%. Ooh, that sounds really good. Oh my goodness, I gotta try that gun out. Reduce first shot kick from 2.0 to 1.5. Reduce vertical recoil from 1.5 to 1.1. Increase ADS speed from 0.35 to 0.3. Increase run speed from 0.9 to 0.925. Wow, so overall the Ultimax got some huge buffs here. Man, it's unfortunate. I think you unlock this gun at level 100, if that is correctly. Yeah, I have to definitely try this gun. I mean, this is huge. Makes the gun like more like, oh, awesome! I unlocked this at this level. I must use it now, or oh, I need to try this gun. So we'll definitely have to revisit the Ultimax. Asval, horizontal recoil lowered from 1.9 to 1.2. Accuracy increased from 68.75 to 775. Sound spread lowered from 600 to 200. Control lowered from 0.86 to 0.8. Reload time increased from 3 seconds to 3.33 seconds. Damage fall off starting distance increased from 20 meters to 40 meters. Wait, just for my understanding, damage fall off starting distance increase. Wait, so if it's a bigger number, the damage falls off at that, or they increase, saying they increase the damage, like, oh, like at 40 meters, your gun's still good, but like beyond that, it's gonna, or is it saying like, oh, at 40 meters now, the gun's going to start, you know, decreasing in damage from that point? I'm not sure. I have to look it up at some point. But the recoil is great. The accuracy is fantastic. I mean, and sound spread, that's very interesting. They went even lower. So I'm wondering, like, how's the gun sound now in game? And the reload time, man, that's huge. I mean, it's not huge, but it's faster. Or they mean increase, so it takes longer. Nevertheless, it's overall, I think it's pretty good change for the Asbel. Honey Badger, damage lowered from 32 to 28. Vertical recoil lowered from 1.5 to 1.25. Horizontal recoil lowered from 1.9 to 1.1. Velocity lowered from 440 to 400. Accuracy increased from 68.75 to 72.25. Fire rate increased from 800 to 880. Sound spread lowered from 600 to 200. Reload time lowered from 4.17 seconds to 3.79 seconds. Base magazine capacity increased from 24 to 25. Damage fall starting distance increased from 20 meters to 40 meters. What is this base magazine capacity increase from 24 to 25? Oh man, this is one bullet. I guess maybe it was like a factual thing. If like there was one bullet, if they're counting like one bullet in the chamber or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. The damage lowered. I'm kind of surprised. I didn't think the Honey Badger was all that great, but I knew there were, you know, some people out there with one of their picks for a gun. Yeah, it seems like a overall nerf here in terms of like when you shoot the gun. I mean, the accuracy has increased. However, the velocity did get lowered. Also, the recoil is also lowered as well in a good way. However, this damage fall starting distance, if I'm understanding this correctly, then that means you know, the damage is going to start falling off at 40 meters instead of 20. So you're not going to be able to shoot very far. So I mean, that's great, because I mean the SMGs. I mean, you could like use it as if it was an assault rifle before these patches. The G36C vertical recoil from 1.40 to 1.45. Horizontal recoil from 1.00 to 0.84. And that's all we got for the G36C. The UMP-45 damage increased from 25 to 28. Vertical recoil increased from 0.9 to 1. Horizontal recoil increased from 0.5 to 0.65. Velocity lowered from 500 to 475. Damage fall off start reduced from 50 to 30 meters. This wording is very different from damage fall off starting distance increase from 20 meters to 40 meters. So damage fall off start reduced from 50 meters to 30 meters. So maybe you can shoot the gun further. Damage fall off start reduce. Okay. Otherwise, damage increase is up by 3. The recoils have been increased, and the velocity has been lowered. I don't know. We'll have to see that in game. The PP2000. increased damage from 23 to 24, reduce vertical recoil from 1.2 to 1.1, increase fire rate from 900 to 1000, reduce ADS time from 0.2 seconds to 0.15 seconds, reduce damage fall starting distance from 50 meters to 30 meters. What is this increased damage by 1 again? Does that make a huge difference? These like small incremental like changes kind of make me think like, oh, are they planning ahead of time? Like, we'll increment again just to see where they're at, or it just right now a small increment. It's just like, oh, let's just see how the gun usage in game, like if players are more enticed to use the gun or not. Because they reduce a lot of these SMGs, the vertical recoil and the horizontal recoils. And I'm glad that the PP2000 did get an increased fire rate and the reduced ADS time. That's great. So moving on to the last bit, maps. District added frontline 64 versus 64 and 32 versus 32. District rush game mode adjusted one of the attacker spawn on objective to avoid spawn camping. That's great. Free for all game mode adds a district and Namak and 16 player and 32 player sizes. And experimental old elimination game mode 32 versus 32 was added in Frug's District, Lenovo, Oil Dunes, Salhan, Sandy Sunset, Tencent Town, and Wine Paradise. What is old elimination game mode? That sounds like kind of like search and destroy from Call of Duty. So if you die, all right, you're dead. That's what it sounds like, but I'm not sure. I haven't played it. Anyways, this was BattleBit Remastered Update 2.1.1 overview. Again, this came out on August 31st, 2023. I will definitely link the patch notes in the video description, and I will have some just random, I guess, gameplay featuring just some of the guns, maybe the UMP45 or any of the guns that I have unlocked. I'm such a low level still since I've prestige. Overall, this update is just great to have all these either small and big changes, such as the prestige. I mean, that's huge. So, and now that, you know, anti-grenade trophy doesn't destroy friendly grenades, it's like, oh, okay, we can use them now. Before a patch was like, oh, if we use it, then it's going to destroy, you know, teammates' grenades and stuff like that. We have to see where SMGs are headed. Looks like they're getting nerfed. And yeah, overall, I like this. So hopefully, yeah.